Hello, dear friends, and welcome to ALLATRA TV UK channel. The topic of our conversation today is a global unique project of ALLATRA International Public Movement, the Creative Society. We are very excited to meet new people and very active, inspiring, enthusiastic people in our discussions about society where we all want to live in. It's safe and happy society where everyone is valuable, where everyone have equal opportunities and equal rights. Society worthy of every human to live in. You may find more information about this project on our official website, allatraunites.com. My name is Alla, and my co-host for today is Nari. Nari, could you please introduce our lovely guest?
Hi, everyone. I'm Nori. I'm a women's empowerment coach. And today I'm very happy to introduce our guest, and that's the lovely Mrs. Kajal Chhatija. Mrs. Kajal is an enthusiastic and energetic leader engaged in empowering and engaging young minds in innovative and collaborative learning practices. She's worked at many establishments, which include the SSC, CBSC, ICSE, and IGCSE schools. And they include the Vibiger High Rims International School, Euro Trinity International School, Kusari International School, and Global Talent International School. So lots of different places. That's amazing. So welcome, dear Kajal. Very happy to have you here with us today. And I'd just like to ask you, you are motivated, obviously, and you've inspired so many young people in your journey so far. So I'd like to know, to start off with, what drives you in your professional life and beyond that?
First of all, a very warm and happy good evening to one and all, to Ala, Nari, and the people those who are watching us. I'm really excited to be on this TV. And coming to your question, what motivates me to be in this profession? I don't call it as a profession, I call it as my passion. And it keeps me going. It's only because of one reason, that is child. And being with the young energy will keep you young, will keep you going. This is how I keep myself young every day. I jump, I sing, I dance, I do everything with my children. So this is what keeps me going.
Such a wonderful inspirations actually to keep yourself young all the time with those children as well, and actually to be able to teach something them, the good skills they needed for life, and be present in their life today. It's a fantastic opportunity. Thank you so much, Kajal. It's absolutely beautiful profession, and beautiful inspirations as well. And now we would like to speak with you about creative society. So first question I would like to ask you is that how do you envision the creative society? A society which cares about the well-being of every person. All people have their basic needs satisfied, and every human is fundamental unit of society. So could you please tell us what is your vision of this perfect world?
First of all, I am really, excited for this particular session. And the moment we say creative society, right? In creative itself, there are so many elements which are hidden in it. So I've made an acronym. So starts with C. C stands for compassion, compassionate, loving people unconditionally, and spread your arms, help people. Now I'm coming to R. From creative, I've taken R, which is responsible, understanding one's roles, following land's rules and regulation, being a responsible citizen. Coming to E stands for enthusiastic, helping, sharing knowledge, and empowering people all around you. Now stands for A, being active. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, play an active role. Coming to T, tolerance is what we need. Being transparent and open. Let's respect each other's opinion. Coming to I, being incredible. Isn't it incredible? Hard to believe, something which is very hard to believe. So I want that creative society, which is incredible. And now R is radiant, beautiful, and ravishing. Last is equality. Equal. We all are equal. We all are one. We all need right to education and equal education for all, irrespective of color, caste, creed. It has to be one. So that's what I am looking my creative society. There should not be any barrier, no borders, and that's what makes our creative society when we are together.
That's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that, Kajal, and putting it so eloquently. I'm sure a lot of people will be able to take that knowledge from you. It's just so beautiful the way you've aligned those traits to our movement, and in such a passionate way as well. Very beautiful to receive. So next, I'd like to ask you, how do you envision the development and perspectives of education in the creative society? So how important is it to create such conditions so that everyone will be able to get high quality education, regardless, as you spoke about earlier, of social status, place of living, so that everyone can develop in parallel in his or best qualities and talents and reach their potential?
See, education plays a vital and integral role to build creativity. If we see, creative is all around us. I am creative, you are creative, and all the people who are listening to us are creative. So we need to nurture that creativity which is there right from the young age. It's so important for an education system to understand the child and even bring that individuality that, yes, my child, you're unique, and that uniqueness should be celebrated. And let's involve all the senses of the children. And creativity can be explored at different age group. Like, I'll give you one example. Now we all are sitting at home, almost it's we are in the crisis where everybody is working from home. We should bring that perspective to our children through design thinking. How are we going to run education system without the school being online, where only one door is locked, that is our home door, but so many windows are open. We can explore all these windows. So we should bring these creative questions in front of children, and through education we can move mountains. Through education we can bring life. And this is something what I always say: education is a gift of life which no one can take it away.
Thank you so much. It's absolutely brilliant because yes, education is fundamental right of every single person, and it can be a key for the world peace as well. So it's absolutely wonderful. And you're right, every single child is unique, and we need to recognize their talents and abilities and help them through to shine, shine around the world and be happy what they're choosing to learn and study for. Thank you so much for such beautiful explanation.
And I just want to add one more line over there. So, our education must develop the capability in each child to plan, okay, to strategize, to execute, evaluate. We have to create. And once we create, our creative society is there already.
Yes. Thank you so much. Many things you have shared with us now is exactly what creative society is all about. We're human, a fundamental unit of society, at the center of it. And we would like to tell you a little bit more how this whole project was started, which is millions of people around the world. They was having interviews, the same questions: what unites us? What world do we want to live in? And they will express their desires and wishes of the world we all want to live in. And let's watch now a short video, which will be show how it all started and began all this project Creative Society. Let's watch this video now.
The biggest social polling in our entire history of civilization has been conducted during the last 10 years by people around the world. 180 countries, millions of people of different social statuses, denominations, nationalities, talk about the society in which they want to live in. And this is a creative society. Based on the answers of the people from around the world, 8 foundations of creative society were established. A society where all people can live in happiness, peace, and prosperity. This is that very society that our prophets bequeathed to us. All prophets talked about the value of life, freedom, honesty, common human values, equality before God, mutual respect, and unification of people, about love for each other. They talked about the common truth and about the world which we can create. The prophet said, there will be a time when we're able to build a creative society. We are honored to live in the time which the prophets talked about, when everyone is chosen.
So yes, everyone is chosen today now to do something about it, to change the format of our society from consumers to creative, harmonious, supportive one. And I'd love to speak with you about the 6th foundation of creative society. So I hope you can have it on the screen now. And as it's mentioned in the 6th foundation, education should be free and easy accessible for everyone. So in your opinion, if all people had access to education, how would our world change today? And how important is it to implement this foundation in our society globally?
Such a wonderful question, and I really was getting goosebumps when I was watching that grand video which you had showed, based on creative society, based on 8 foundations, that is human life, human freedom, transparency and openness of information for all, the creative ideology, development of personality, justice and equality, self-governing society. So, as per me, the ultimate goal of creative society, see, everyone has their own perspective, isn't it, of looking at it. What I personally believe is what we have to think about our own existence. We need to understand our responsibilities through all these foundations, through all these trigger points which you had been talking about. We can utilize it by understanding our responsibility. Was the need of the hour right now is our existence, is we have to spread hope, is we have to spread love, happiness, and lots of positivity in the air, not the virus. We don't need this virus around. And this is something through foundational trigger areas we can achieve. When we talk about human life, we need peaceful human life. When we talk about freedom, we need freedom to move around. We don't want to sit at home, isn't it? When we talk about peace and harmony, so how
Sorry, Kajal, is your microphone is right now is muted. So could you please?
am I audible now?
Yes, it's good. Yeah, we can hear you now. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yes. So through creative ideology, once we develop, once we nurture that creative ideology, it will be like one practice which we will become very pro. So let's learn resilience in crisis. Let's accept this change, adapt and achieve. Once we accept this change, we'll become masters in it. And we don't want no more sad news, no more deaths. We want peace. So through all these these foundations which you had just shared, We can achieve. It's in our hands. It's within us. So let's explore. I am doing my bit. Have you started?
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. And the questions that you have within your answers as well really gets people thinking and opening their minds. So I really like that vision that you have, Kajal. So now we would like to show you another video. This is from the conference, which was called Creative Society United We Can.
Right now, I'd like to read a short letter that one school principal sent to every teacher he employed. A very old letter, but very important. Dear teacher, I have survived a concentration camp. My eyes saw things that no man should ever see. I saw how educated engineers were building gas chambers. I saw how qualified doctors poisoned children. I saw how trained nurses killed babies, how graduates of higher educational institutions shoot and burn children and women. That's why I do not trust education. I am asking you, help your pupils become humans. Your efforts should never lead to the creation of scientist monsters, trained psychopaths, educated Eichmanns. Reading, writing, and mathematics are only important when they're helping our children become more human. However, in the creative society, dear friends, in the society that we're all dreaming of, education is teaching us unity. It's teaching us to love. It is inspiring and open up our best human qualities. This is education, which teaches us how to love and respect each other, how to live in peace and friendship together. This is education that opens up our individual potential and helps us to become highly qualified specialists with high moral and human values.
Really powerful video that was. And I love the point about the fact the education, the contents there, I'm sure you can resonate, but it's about how we apply that education and that knowledge to create good human beings in the society that we want. Which brings me on to my next question. So when we talk about creative society, we talk about a human with a capital H. So education, as we know, plays a major role in shaping a person's personality, which starts from early childhood. What attributes do you feel that we need that need to be followed to develop a holistic personality and raise a real human with good traits? So how do we make education effective in that quest for creating a holistic human?
I just love this question. And I would love to, address to all the people, those who are listening to me right now, when we talk about values, it has to be in a similar way, the way we learn a language. It is a religion, right? Nobody teaches grammar when we learn language. So when we talk about a family or education system or like we are looking at only one school, every family, every school has got core values, and it should transform. It should become a religion. We just can't impart values. It has to transform through our deeds. As we all know, our children, they imitate their teachers, their elders, when they look at their teachers, what they are doing. And that's how it transforms to our children. So once we nurture values in us, first it starts with me, it starts with you, then it starts with people around us. And let's, once we encourage that, that means we are passing the value in the next generation, may it be upcoming engineers, scientists, entrepreneurs, artists, poets, professors, inventors, innovators, you name it. Just a minute. You name it and you get it. It is all about passing the values, and it helps building resilience in children and families. Creative society can help children solve their problems. Once they are set with these, values, they'll be able, this coronavirus, very soon we have to say bye-bye through this set of values.
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. Children are reflecting on all of us in all society, and teachers have a very important role to play in it, because they're first who is see this young child with puppy eyes, who is hope for best. So teach me something great and good. Same as parents as well. They brought the great values they need to apply for their children as well. And society needs support this high morality and humanity values into our society and raise them actually there. So we can raise the real human being with capital H, as we spoke today about, just cares about each other.
Ala, I just want to add one more point over there. See, once our children are ready, they are strong enough, okay? And it can only happen, the last statement of the video which says core human values, isn't it? When they are strong from within, they are ready to face the challenges, they are ready to bounce back. And they are not afraid, of any problem which is going to come across.
Yes, of course. And you also actually, Kajal, yourself, you're a great leader. And we know that you have held many leaderships in different international schools as well. And you've done absolutely amazing work. And so my next question actually comes for this point as well. So first of all, what do you think make a good and great leader? In the modern world today, leadership comes with lots of power, let's say, but it's actually responsibility, first of all. So which values do you think a great leader should have?
First is leader empowers leader. When leader plays the role, no one is a leader or no one is a follower. When we are working, we have to look at everybody is a leader and they are playing their role. So democracy is one which one leader must follow. Compassion is that I love my people. I should have trust. I should have confidence in them. And without a doubt, and it's okay if they do some mistakes, we should appreciate those mistakes, because mistakes are the signs that work is in progress. So we should always, state a line over there. It's okay, my dear. Good, you're doing mistake, but don't repeat this. Do different mistakes. And then empathy. Relate with your teachers, with your children. It's very important to relate with them. And a great leaders, like I've been, what you can see me, what I am right now, it's all because of my great leaders. They have worked on me. They have groomed, they have nurtured, and they've given me a lot of confidence. They've given me a lot of liberty to play. They always have told me, ground is yours. Come on, you play kabaddi, you play hockey, you play football. It is your ground. You play the way you want it. When you build that confidence, when you give that hand holding, you just have to push your team. That's it. You just have to facilitate. You just have to mentor. Don't take over the roles of the other leaders which are there, which are subhanding the tasks. That is what I want to convey. That delegate, start delegating very, very confidently, and just do a very, strict follow-up and see the results. Enjoy the success of your team and give the credibility, the credit, appreciation, accreditation, and recognition is very important. Last, one very important quality of a leader: praise in the assembly, but punishment in isolation. So once you follow all these little, mantras, your team is set.
That just describes a leader so beautifully. And I agree with all of the points you've said, the whole journey from beginning to end about bringing the best out of people and really allowing them to be free to explore their talents and come out the best that they can, and absolutely celebrating people's success so they have the ammunition to grow and prosper even further. So thank you for that. And we come on to our next question, which is about justice and equality. So this is something that's much easier said than done in reality. So how do you, as an academic with all your history, envision a society where justice and equality are an integral part of every society? And how do we build a world that is strong in the essence of humility within that society?
I will explain and I will talk about this question by giving you an example. When I was with my, one previous school where I was working as a principal, I gave a project to my children and we came up with a sports day where we involved specially abled children. And we had races, we had such great fun. I'm just giving you a situation. You just imagine we have children from regular stream and we have children from blind school. And they are performing in a relay race, helping each other. This is how my children learned equality. This is how my children learned everybody is specially abled. Everyone is equally abled rather. And this is how we brought justice, that yes, they too have equal rights. They too have heart to enjoy. And we also came up with a project. It's a Hindi name. I will, explain it. Asli Kamai. That means real earnings. How to do that? You know what we did? In our school, we made articles out of hands, best out of waste. Okay, the entire year our children were involved in making those small little articles. And all the annual events, right, on parents-teacher meeting, I told my children to sell those products and collect money. And that money was given to blind school in terms of basic necessities. So this is how we developed. See, we have to explain all this by doing, by making them, by involving them. That's how they will understand. And we'll bring justice and equality in society. And recently, now I am with Gayatri group of schools. I'm with Gayatri English Medium School and Junior College. It's in Pune. You know what we did during Diwali? I hope you know Diwali is the festival of lights. So we asked our children to donate grains. And we could collect so much grain, a room full of grain. And then again, it was donated to underprivileged children. And we could see such joy in our, children's eyes. This is how we should nurture equality.
Wow, thank you so much, Kajal. It's absolutely amazing. Teach children today and now what actually is most valuable in our life is another person, and just accept everyone and treat everyone with equal rights and opportunities. It's very vital, actually, important in our society today. So I would like now to show you another video, which is again from the conference Creative Society United We Can, which will show us this consumerist format we are living right now, and we actually live in this little planet, which is we call home, and why we are responsible for everything that's happening there. So let's watch this one video, and then we can speak more about what can we do about this. So let's watch this video.
Aliens came to Earth. At first, they flew around it, saw everything, and then decided to talk to the people on Earth. They asked, "Why do you have so much garbage and garbage cans?" "Well, this is because we don't have enough money to build waste processing plants." "But why do you have so many hungry and homeless people?" "Well, this is because we don't have enough money to feed them and build houses for them." "But why are you constantly at war with each other?" "This is because we don't have enough money and we're trying to take it away from others. The aliens scratched their heads and said, "We fly around galaxies, have explored many worlds and planets, but have never met such a rare and, as it turns out, such a very necessary resource as money. Could you show us what it looks like and show where you get it in space? Then we will try to get it, bring you more of this money, and help you establish harmony on your planet." "We don't fly anywhere to get money," the Earthlings answer. "We print it ourselves." "Yourselves?" said the aliens. "Yes." After this answer, Earthlings were deleted from the list of intelligent beings.
So yes, as that little animated video was showing us what kind of world we live in right now, joke on us as humanity. So, and this is why we need to understand how important is it today, unite all of us together and actually work on the same goal to build something beautiful, to build creative society on our planet. We can do everything together if we united. If we unite, we can clean our soil, we can clean our oceans, we can plant more trees, we can rebuild the ecosystem. If we unite, we can feed all these children and all these unprivileged people around the world and stop all wars. Everything in our hands. And of course, we speak today about human values, justice and equality, education, and we all understand this planet Earth and all of us, each of us, depends on each other. So we can live in harmony, all of us together, because after all, we one human family. And this little planet is our common home. So let's do it together. Let's build something we will be truly proud of. And that's my next question will be for you, Kajal, as well. What changes do you see in society when all people are united by one goal? What role does every person play in building the creative society?
I'll start with a quote. Okay. Alone, we can do so little, but together, we can do so much. Isn't it? And I'll give you one example. If you have seen Ramayana, it's a mythology story, and when Ram has to go to Ravan, right? He has to cross the sea. It was huge. He has to reach to Lanka, and they had to build bridge. They had to make bridge out of stones, and you know how it was done? They were like those were known as Vanar Sena. Monkeys were there. And in that, there was little squirrel. One little squirrel was also working. And she was picking such small grains, very tiny stones, and she was doing her bit. And then, you know, one monkey asked, "What are you doing? You're not going to make any difference to it. It's such a huge bridge. Can't you see?" Then squirrel, you know what she said? "I am just doing my part. I am just playing my part along with you all." And this is what, when we always say, there's an ocean, drop by drop, when it is added, the ocean is built. So let's be together. This is a pure, example of what we can do when we are together. There's so much of strength. And there's a very common saying, which we all know it. We know it on our, fingertips. That divided we fall, united we stand. United we can move mountains. United we can fly. United we can touch the sky, and we can tell the world, sky is the limit.
Absolutely beautiful. Again, amazing answers you're coming up with. Absolutely love this interview today. And yeah, totally agree. After all, we are all one, and creating that understanding is what brings about this brightness and this growth in society. And it's all about this collective consciousness in order to prosper. So thank you very much for that. So now, as we're coming towards the end of the interview, I'd like to just remind you that creative society is, as we know, at the informational stage at the moment. And this is the first stage of building it to spread awareness of such an opportunity to create a world worthy of every human that to live in. So as we are testing the theory of 6 handshakes, whom would you like to invite for our next conversation to hear his or her vision of creative society?
I would love to invite Anu Badnakar. She is a healer and she is doing a commendable job, and she's healing people. She's spreading the wings of positivity through her regular practice of yoga, meditation. So I really want her to experience this creative society. And this society is made with all of us. We all are, small, I could say small part of diamond. When we make a necklace, we need those little diamonds. So I would like to gift Anu Badnakar in the next session.
Sound absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, Kajal. And you're absolutely right. We're all united, regardless of our nationality, religion, social status, gender, any other beliefs, I don't know, anything. We are one big human family, and we need to remember that. And because biggest illusion of this world is illusion of separation. But we can unite, and all together we can do everything and anything. Thank you so much for such amazing and absolutely brilliant and inspiring conversation today. It's been a great joy for actually having you on this platform today with us. And I'd love to thank as well Nari for being a wonderful co-host today and our technical support as well. And I'd love to say for our viewers, if you would like to know more about the project Creative Society, so please visit our official website, ALLATRAUnites.com, where you can see on main page is Join Us button. Here it is. And when you press it, you will see languages. So choose one. Is your native one, and all you need to do is just to fill short and easy form and submit. So after that, people will be, and volunteers from ALLATRA International Public Movement contact you shortly. And if you would like to participate as a guest, maybe you have some idea how to build a creative society, maybe you would like to share your expertise, or maybe you would like just to participate as a host or co-host or be technical support. Please, everyone, stop be silent. Let's start together. Let's unite, because there is no small or big effort. It's all together we can do, only united by one same goal. Let's build the world that humanity deserves. So I'd love to thank everyone for such a beautiful interview today and conversation. And I'd love to invite all of you to watch the video, which has become a hymn of all humanity. We are more than 99%. Who want to build the world we deserve. So let's watch this and bye, dear friends, for now.
We are more than 99%. We stand for our prophets' words and truth. We are more than 99%, all united in one God, in one love. Our prophets' dreams come true. We are the 99%, but we are often being fooled. But those who only 1%. What's going on? We are sighted and awake. Now we know what is the truth. And we know what's fake.
We are more than 99%.
Нас больше 99%.
All prophets dreamed of peace and love in pure, united, happy world. We friendship and respect among all humans. It is what they taught.